a bat mitzvah. A bat mitzvah, Jenny. I can't believe this day has come. It still does not seem real to me. Do you know that I never thought I would live to be the age of 20? That I would ever get married? Have children? Who knew when I was in the concentration camp what would become of me? I was working. I was a slave. I can't explain. I can't explain to you how I got there. But I know how important this is to you. It's important to me too. I know you have to write your speech for your bat mitzvah. And I'm so honored that you would ask me to help you. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start at the end. How we ran away from Auschwitz. We were working in the Buna factory, which is part of a bigger company called IG Farben. And they were the most important part of the Nazi war effort and operations. We prisoners were supposed to be making a synthetic rubber. But we were not making rubber. Nothing was the way it was supposed to be. Everything was upside down. Doctors who were supposed to be taking care of people were experimenting on humans. Scientists who were supposed to be making the world a better place to live were creating a living hell for the Jews and the other prisoners. And architects who were supposed to be making the world a better place to live were creating death camps. And the God who was supposed to be watching over his chosen people was dead. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to tell you that. Anyway, here's the story. And I hope your pencil is sharp. You're going to need it. The time had come in late 1944 when the Allied airplanes were coming. This was close to the end already. 1944. I had been in Birkenau for 2 years, and then in Buna about a year when this happened. You'll see the United States planned to bomb those huge factories. There were hundreds of thousands of workers there, supposed war criminals, Poles and Jews, English, a lot of people. So the planes came, and the Germans shot down one plane, and they captured a black fella. They tied him up, He dragged him by the throat, and they hung him, and they let him hang for 3 days. And the Nazis made us march past this dead American. The next day, an American plane flew over and he made circles around the camp. Smoke. Circles. And then he flew away. The English call this a wreath. It's what the Christians lay on a grave for a dead man. And the Germans were shooting. you know how they were shooting. They were shooting high. They were shooting. So in a few days, the Americans came again. And now, there were 40 or 50 of them, and they were in packs of 3. The Germans were shooting the high planes, and the bombardiers were flying low. It was sudden. So sudden. And the bombardment, I can't explain it to you. So, in about 4 or 5 days, I will start thinking. So the Germans, when they sound the alarm, they made a thick fog, so we could not be seen from the sky, and there were sirens, and I knew it was going to be bigger than before. So I said to the fellas,
if it's going to be anything like yesterday, let's go. I don't want to be here any longer. I want to get out alive.
And it happened. When the sirens start coming, they open up those cans, and the smoke was coming so thick we couldn't see anything.
Follow me. I know the way out of here with my eyes closed.
We grabbed bread from the officers' dining room in the factory, and we put it under our shirts. The Americans started bombing, and the Germans didn't know where to shoot. We start running from the factory away from the complex.
Abram, how long are we gonna run like this? Yes, let's catch our breath. We're far enough, Abram. We can walk now.
The Nazis are in that forest, and they will shoot us in these Auschwitz uniforms. We are 50 kilometers from Krakow. You remember, we used to sell there in the markets before the war. Come on, we have to keep going.
I remember perfectly. Nothing has changed. Even the Nazis never built a decent road here. I'm so cold. I can't keep going. This snow, it's freezing my eyelashes. Abram, you're working in the tailor shop, for heaven's sakes. We know you're wearing a double uniform. We're in singles, Abram. We are freezing. Slow down. Be reasonable. We didn't escape so that we would die out here.
Okay, but nobody falls asleep. To sleep is to die.
Now, this part of the story, I haven't told your mother, Jenny. But you must know the truth. We were really too nervous to rest, but we were dead tired. We come to a clearing in the woods, and there I see a little light, and it's a house. I turn to them and I say,
Fellas, I think we've hit the jackpot. There are lights on in that house. Food, clothes. We can be saved. Burgermeister. It's a German house. A Pole can't be a regional mayor. I'm sure of it. If we ambush them, we'll have everything we need. Food, clothes, money.
Underwear?
Everything. Let's see if the coast is clear.
I don't think we should rush, fellas. I think we should catch our breath and get our strength. My legs are killing me.
One day, we'll be in the history books. Szedlecki Hockman. They'll tell a story how we escaped from hell, how we caught these sons of bitches out and tried to go. They were sent to their deaths.
How we gave them a good long nap here in the forest. How they shit themselves as they died. The cowards.
Not so fast. I just think we should think very carefully about this. We can't just burst into some house. First of all, we don't have weapons. We have nothing.
Rockmeal, your brother died in the gas chamber that these people created to destroy us. The Vilsa River runs white with the ashes of our people. Do this for your brother, Rockmeal. Be angry. It's our best weapon. We can take these criminals.
We should take pictures of them. We can use those pictures in case they escape from us. The Americans, they can find them and try them later in court.
Where the hell do you think you're going to find a camera? Up until today, we were sleeping 6 to a single cot. When was the last time you saw a camera? When you were in a photography studio? In your short pants? When you were in the ghetto? When the Nazis were taking pictures of us? For the museum? Once we were extinct? Jakob, you are dreaming. Wake up. This is our life.
Abram, this is a mayor's house. We could really get in trouble if we get caught. This is no ordinary citizen. What if a Polish family lives here?
Rockmeal, it is 1945. There are no ordinary citizens anywhere in Eastern Europe. He can't be a Pole. Either he's a German or he's Volksdeutsch. Hitler threw out all the Poles and replaced them with Nazi sons of bitches who must die. And I say we do it now.
Then at least we should take the sign with us, to prove that we were here.
We can't prove we are here. We are ghosts if we don't do it now. We can't prove we were ever here. Aren't we going to avenge our family? Isn't that what we're doing right now?
Abram, I want that. I do. But I want it in court, with the jury and the world as our witness.
The world and its creator do not care about us. Where were they when the Nazis overran Poland? Where were they when we were thrown in the ghettos? When we were massacred and put in dishes that they forced us to dig? How did they not know about Auschwitz? They knew everything and did nothing because we are Jews.
In generations to come, we'll see if you're right. So what do we do now?
You two, go through the windows. I'll go through the front door. If we don't do it now, we'll freeze to death.
Amen. We didn't run out of that hell to freeze to death.
That's for sure. Okay, I'm in.
Look around. You guys see any footsteps?
Nothing. No one's been out since the snowfall.
Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
First, we grabbed the weapons. I don't remember how we did, but we did it. That town mayor and his wife, they were not so young. Upstairs was a German SS officer, and he had a woman up there with him. We brought that guy down, and that woman told us that she was Polish. And then he brought her there to... So we told her to get some warm clothes and some money and to run away. We tied up the guys. We had the German's wife build a fire and make food. Then we tied her up. We were freezing. We put up a kettle. There was enough food, had plenty of sausage. We made ourselves comfortable. Took off our shoes and we put on the shoes of the Burgermeister. And that SS officer.
New underwear!
Brand new underwear, you know, long pants and undershirts. It was the warmest we had been in 3 years. It was such good underwear. We finally felt human again.
Well, Herr Burgermeister, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you haven't said a word.
Is that because you were stunned? Shocked that Jews could run away? Have we made believers out of you?
Are you scared of us? I suppose you've never seen Jews with guns before, have you, Herr Burgermeister? Herr SS officer.
Fellas, keep the uniforms we got from the camp. We'll need them once the Russians arrive. Yakub, I'm liking your rhetoric about this court of law. Your wife's cooking is superb, Herr Burgermeister. My compliments to the chef.
Avram, there are beds upstairs. What do you say we sleep it off? We've accomplished our goal. We're secure.
We'll sleep later. When we rest up, we'll finish them. We'll have everything we need.
Early. The next morning, we start out. We took them with us out of the house. First, they walked barefoot in the snow because we took their shoes. We dragged them as far as we could see, and then we cooled them off good. Do you understand, Tyre? I felt 100% it's coming to them. The SS man died like a coward. He kneeled in front of us. It's not his fault, he said. But we showed him what our fault was. We knocked them dead. I didn't feel anything wrong. I felt good about it. At last, at least, I did something. We left them there, and we start going toward Berlin. Jenny, your mother begged me to get you something from Tiffany's or even money, but I know that the best present I could possibly give you for your bat mitzvah is simply to tell you the truth about how it was and what your grandfather saw. You were the last generation to hear the stories directly from those of us who lived them. You must use the story to make sure these things don't happen again, so that people know that this was true. Your biggest enemies of the disbelievers and the apathetic ones. It's getting late. I'm tired. I want you to write the best speech you can. Precious girl.